request. She started, no, I'm not asking you to clap. I just wanted to show you something. She started the children unit, but she cannot walk alone. And so we began to pray. God began to touch the hearts of guys and ladies. And some of them came to her and said, Mommy, you are in the children department. We would like to work with you. So we will come for first service so that we can be nurtured. Then we will take Sunday school and then stay with you for the second service. I had people for years, and I think we still have them, who will come for 2 services. When you are running home, they're already enlisting their names. I don't know what you wanted to go and do at home. If you have our choirs too, several of them will do 2 services. That's a sacrifice I told them they must make. If you want to join us, you will have to stay. Except for today that I've told the music director that I'll be releasing them at the beginning of the second service, because we have a musical retreat in the afternoon, and I want them to have at least an hour or 2 before that retreat starts. Now, what will be your contribution? I like your faces, but your faces cannot buy me anything. I like everything about you. But whoever strikes what? First, it will be the chief. The space for those who will labor for us this year are for those who will strike first. I want to ask, is there any area last Sunday you've been thinking about that you need to strike out? Is there any area you notice that we are thirsty and we need to get the thirst quenched, and you will help us quench it? I want you to please labor with us there. Please take your bulletin out. Let's look at the hymns if you have a copy. We have spaces in the drama ministry of the church. We have spaces in BSF. Several of our pastors have assisted us to ensure that the coming generation comes to know God. They come on Wednesdays 5 to 6 just to stay with them and minister to them. We have a unit in church called Mass Literacy. Mass Literacy is to help those who are yet to know how to read and write, learn how to read so they can do their primary 6 exams, they do their JSS exams, and they do their senior secondary school exams. When those exams come, the church pay for those candidates, but we get people to help us train them, to help us structure them to work in those areas. We have space in children. We have space. Sanctuary keepers. Oh, God bless them. God bless them. If you sat down today and you have limited dust and deaths around, some of your mates came early, 6:30, to pick, to clean, to dust, so that others can sit. I kept wondering, can't you do something? Can't you join us to make this? We have a teenage ministry. We have a ministry to teenagers. And we have people on their own. I don't assign people responsibilities. And for those who have watched me, I won't say, go there. Go there. It is always the principle of whoever strikes first. If you can see it, then you can do it. We are not doing this, Pastor. Okay, so what do you think you can do? I'm not looking for those who will come and lecture me on what I should do. I'm looking for Joabs who will say, well, I will take Jerusalem for you. Now, I need Joabs who are not insecure. Because he took Jerusalem, but it became the city of, is it city of Joab or city of David? It became a city of David. But Joab's name will never be forgotten because he labored. He labored and the labor was written down. Is there any unit I have not remembered? Prayer? Academic unit. Academic units. People come to help us with their intellect, help other students to study in the course of the week, teach difficult courses that people are crying about. Hey, this course, this exam, it will be tough. Oh, Somebody will say, well, I think I have the codes for that course. Somebody strikes first. So what will you do? What will you do? Let's sing the first song, and we will pray. Standing by our purpose true, leading God's command, honor them that faithful few, all hail to darkness band, there to be our darkness, there to stand alone, there to have a purpose firm, and there to make it known. Standard 2. Many mighty men are lost, daring not to stand. Have been a host like joining, there to be a dark, to have a purpose firm, there to not a question. Those who want to unravel puzzles around us, I see this need and I think I can do this. I want you to begin to think about that. Let's read the 4th stanza too. Hold the gospel banner high unto victory ground. Satan and his host defy. Shout for Daniel's band. I'm praying that you will dare. The dare means to be bold, to be brave, to be sure, to be creative, to want to make your mark. I know that even if men forget you, God does not forget. He will always remember your labors of love. Now let's read the book of Hebrews, chapter 6. We've been reading Romans. Hebrews chapter 6 verse 10. Hebrews chapter 6 verse 10. Hebrews 6 verse 10. Scripture says that God are you there? For God is not what? Unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which you have showed towards his name, in that you have ministered to the saints and do minister. Every labor of love, God doesn't forget. He writes down your name and always remember you for good. The second hymn, I want you to watch the wordings of that hymn. We will sing, but I want you to go through the wordings with me, then we'll pray together. In the warfare that is raging for the truth and for the right. Have you seen the line I'm reading? When the conflict fierce is raging with the powers of the night. There is a power trying to keep young guys and girls like you, your mates, away from church. There is an extra power that will bring them to church. I need people that will enter into covenant with me. Pastor,